guys, Jen here. So I wanted to show you what we're going to do today, which is to uncoil and recoil some notebooks and planners. This will work on any coiled notebook, planner, whatever. I've used it on the Erin Condren before. It does kind of dent your coil. Not too bad though, okay? I promise. It's not too bad. I did this one a while back ago, and you can see this is the one I bent in, and you can barely see the marks on it. Okay, so it's really not going to hurt your planner at all. I picked up some pliers. I got these at Harbor Freight. If you guys know what that is, it's like a cheap hardware store. And they also had this stuff that's called like Plastidip, and these were like $1, and then the Plastidip was $8, but which was kind of pricey, especially it was like it wasn't resealable. Like once you opened the can, like you had to use it all or be done with it. So that's okay. But it's the Plastidip is actually for like the handles. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to put it on the metal piece so that it doesn't totally tear up my planner. So that's what this black stuff is. It's called Plastidip. Comes in different colors. I just grabbed a can. It was happened to be black, so I didn't really care. So what we're gonna do is get one of those bands that you use for your planner, a headband, whatever you're using. Let me get mine out. Oh my god. Ouch. You guys hate those Erin Condren zipper bags? That's what this is. It sucks. Okay. So I'm just going to use this to keep everything together. So what I'm going to do is take out this paper section. So I'm just going to... And that's just going to hold all that together. Then we're just going to take a piece that's in here, grab it with our pliers, and just bend it out. Now the goal here is to get it so that it's reminiscent of the other loop, so that paper will go through there easily. So this is the hardest part, guys. Everything else is so easy. That looks pretty good. And then the other end, you just want to unhook it. Okay. Now all we're going to start doing is twisting this out. You see, it'll come right out of there. It's caught on this, so we just got to unhook that a little bit. The first couple, it's kind of, there it goes. So now we're good. So the first couple, like, a little more difficult just because that's stuck on there. But so it's real easy. You can see it's coming right out. So it pays to take a few extra minutes to make sure that this end has a pretty good arch to it. So it's coming right out. We're going to do this to both of my notebooks that I got from Plum Paper, just so that I can kind of reorganize some things. I ordered the class section in both of these, and I've since decided I want a plain notebook and then a class section notebook. So just gonna kind of rearrange a little bit. This is also a good time to, if you want to make your covers repositionable, this is a good time to cut those. Alright, and as you can see, it did not damage any of my pages. My paper section is still together. That's the section we're going to put into the other binder, so I'm going to kind of just set that aside. And I'm going to uncoil this one. Same method. Kind of helps to have two pair, because then you can really bend and pry on those things. And with this rubber, it's not making any kind of dent on these at all. Okay. Then we're going to unhook this one. And start unrolling. On this side here, it's going to get caught on that until we get past the paper. So just kind of pull it out. There we go. Good to go. Oh, I forgot to put my paper together, didn't I? That could be a mess. So let's do that real quick. This really is easy. I know the very first time I did this, I was petrified. Here I am taking apart these like $60 planners. Like what is wrong with me? But guys, it works out and you will love it so that you can position things the way you want. I like to take things out of my old planner each year and add it into my new one. I have things like medication lists and birthday lists, an ongoing Christmas list that I like to add to. So anyway, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and unroll this and get everything ready to re-roll it. All right, guys, so we're ready to put all this together. I've got it all lined up here. Do another little bounce here. I'm going to, it's just the paper and then the folder. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the bottom. And my pages are off a little bit. The first one is the hard one, okay? You just don't want to damage those pages. So be gentle with it. There, and I'm through. So it wasn't too bad. So then you're just going to twist it, and then you're going to hit the next hole. There it comes through. So putting it back on is a little more tricky than taking it off, but you can see it's going right on. Once you get a good groove going and those pages are lined up, that's the key, is getting those pages lined up. Hit that bottom. I'm sorry, can you even see this? I had it up against my face so I could see what I was doing. I hope you could have seen that. I'll have to check my editing here. But the key is you want to start at the bottom. And you can see it's going right in, no problems. Alright, let me finish doing this. A little snag there. You'll feel it. You're not gonna rip your pages, guys. Unless you're forcing it. It should go easily. So the first two are the most difficult. Then after that, this will hold your pages in the right spot. And you can do the same thing. This is the very same technique you would use with your planners. Your planners are a little thicker, so I would recommend maybe an additional band. Your fingers get tired though, let me tell you. Especially when you're uncoiling and recoiling. But if you have multiple things you want to put together. Okay, so we're at the end here. So we want to move this little guy along and make sure it's tucked in. Okay. Alright, so you can see you want the tuck in the back, right? So here's the tuck for this one. We didn't mess with this one except to pull it out to uncoil. So now we're just going to take this and bend it back in. So I'm going to hold it where I want the bend and then just bend it in. And you can play with it till it's perfect the way you want it. Now I will tell you, if you bend on it too much, they will snap off. Okay? But you got plenty of room to rebend it. It's not a problem. But there you go. We are all safe and secure, tucked in there. You can even bend it in a little bit more if you want. I'm going to go ahead and bend this one in just a little bit. We mess with it just a little bit, so I'm going to move it. Yeah, so you're good to go. All your pages are in, nothing's torn up, and now you have your notebook. Okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe.